First time you lost your virginity. Well, like a summer afternoon, like a without a gun, I'm missing you. You're a woman without a man. I'm missing you. Hello, beautiful people. Hello. Mkoaje, aki nimewamiss. Kai. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing okay. Najua mlikuwa mmenimiss. Imagine I had Kai nilikuwa nimewamiss. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Actually it's 2.5. Okay. 4 uploads. I have missed 4 uploads. And I'm really sorry, but it wasn't intentional. It wasn't something that I wanted. It was yani shetani alikuwa ameniattack for 2 good weeks, but we are back, me and my 10 heads, and we had missed you guys so much. Sorry, we had missed you guys so much. And sasa I don't want to do a lot of talking and a lot of chit-chatting and a lot of we are just gonna get into the video. So today's video is going to be about it's going to be a first time questions tag. Yani najibu maswali zenyu za the first time I did something. Yeah, so I actually put I don't know what they are called. I put that question thingy on my Instagram, and I asked you guys to ask me questions that you'd want me to answer about the first time I did something, my first time doing something. And yeah, I got a couple of questions. Niliwaambia you keep it interesting, lakini zingine mnanitumia huku. What? Anyway, so without further ado, I don't want to keep you like na ma stories zangu nyingi because I have a lot of stories. 2 weeks I got a lot of stories, but we will do that in another video, I hope. Yeah, so I know you have noticed that I'm standing up. It's because it's really cold. Kwenye niko sahi kuna baridi, msijui kama mnasikia baridi. Are you feeling that cold? Let us start with the first question I got. Is first time you fell in love? Well, I don't know. Acha tuniseme sijui because my other answer would have been the first time I fell in love was in high school, but I don't necessarily want to count that as love. But if I really had to give an answer, I would say high school. The first time I fell in love was in high school. Yeah, I know how that sounds. So the second question was first app you check in the morning. First app I check in the morning. So before, the first app I used to check was obviously WhatsApp. But I don't know, squeeze to WhatsApp imeanza tu kubo, misijui. So the first app I actually check in the morning is Instagram, if not YouTube. But the first thing I check, I think it's Instagram. I would say Instagram, sana, then YouTube, then after YouTube now WhatsApp. Yeah, first time you tried makeup. Honestly, the first time I tried on makeup, ni hii time ya quarantine. I was just too bored. So there's this time I went to town and I was like, why don't I just buy a small palette, eyeshadow palette, a small one, and maybe just 1, 2, 3 brushes and a concealer. And that is what I did. Na nikakuja home and I started watching kina wanaitwa nani hawa? Kina Stephanie Nganga, kina those ones. I have forgotten their names, but those ones sasa. Yeah, first experience in high school. What would I say my first experience in high school was? Obviously the first experience has to be in Form 1. So Form 1, yeah, 2015, ilikuwa mbali. Okay, I would say my first experience. Yeah, I have found one. So my first experience was, hey, this is actually another story time. So in Form 1, unaona vile high school kulikuwa na hiyo kutumiana mabarua nini. So you see Form 1 vile kuna hiyo kutumiana mabarua and stuff. So in Form 1, and our brother's school was just across the fence. We were just separated by a fence, plant fence, as in si ya mawe ama ya chuma ama nini nini. It was just plants nini nini, yeah. So what these boys used to do, and what we also used to do, I don't want to say them because I was still in the school, so what we used to do between the schools was throw males. We used to call them males. We used to throw males over the fence, to and fro, evo. So in Form 1, mimi nilikuwa napenda class yangu. So in Form 1, I don't know how people already started knowing each other over the fence. As in, okay, some of them were because they were maybe in the same schools, those schools that were mixed. Lakini watu kama sisi wenye tumetoka girls boarding schools, we didn't know anything like that. So it was around second term, I think, and it was around second term, and a male came. A male was thrown over the fence from the boys' school to the girls' school, and it was written 1B. So kama imeandikwa 1B, it means there are maybe shoutouts inside there, nini nini nini, alafu near the whole class, as in everyone in the whole class was supposed to maybe, as in it was haikuanga ya mtu personally, as in haikuwa imeandikwa mtu kama Gatwiri nini nini, so it was 1B, meaning the whole class would take a look, as in if you wanted to. So vile imefika, people are excited. So when it first came, ilikuwa inafichwa because it was too early. From 1 term 2, it was still too early. So ilikuwa inafichwa nini. So many names were written there. Sijui shout out to whom, sijui who, the backbenchers. Unaona hizo mavitu zilikuwa zinaendelea when you were in high school. So if there was a place where your name was mentioned, you were given the kibarua so that you read and identify the person, you receive the greetings, nini, so that when we decide to maybe write back, tunajua ni kina nani wanarudisha salamu, you get. So that night when you're in the dorm, nikaletewa barua, nikaambiwa, oh Lynn, your name is there. I was like, yo, who is this? I don't even know any. Okay, I think I knew 1 or 2 people there, so I was like, so many nikachukua nikasoma, but so the person who had written was not someone I knew. I'm like, who is this? I can't remember the name, but I was like, who ni nani, mimi simjui. So mimi nikarudishiana barua kwenye ilikuwa imetoka, ikazunguka. I actually don't know who snitched the fuck out, cause one way or another our class teacher found out that there was a letter that was in his class. Na watu wakaanza kuitwa. So the letter was found. Na sasa he read the names, akajua ni kina nani anafaa kuita nini. So let me tell you something that I have not told you yet. In our class, there were 2 Lynettes. So my full name is Lynette, but the spelling is different. You'll obviously think that the spelling would be L-I-N-E-T, which is not the case according to my name. My name has a different spelling. So the letter came with L-I. So and we were 2 Lynettes in that class, and she's a very good friend of mine, Baka Leo. So what happened was, when the names were being called out, so I was called and I was like, who is this? We got into a lot of trouble with it. We really got into a lot of trouble, and I really didn't know that person. Lakini sasa the other Lynette also didn't want to say that she knew the person, which the greetings were actually for her, but she what? So I would say that was my first high school experience. Tukapandishiwa, and we got over it. So tukajua ni hivi kuna kuanga. So that was actually my first high school experience. The next question is, when is the first time you were in a physical fight in school? So I've seen also this question somewhere else. Another one was, first time you fought someone, first fight, chapad somebody. A friend of mine asked. So I'm going to answer all of them at once. Just about Vita. 1, I am not a violent person. Mi siju kurusha ngumi. I can't beat anyone. Sijawai. I've never been in a physical fight. 2, yeah, I've said it. I don't like fighting. So I'm not a violent person. I do not like fighting at all. 2, a lot of people say if they do not physically fight, then they fight using their mouth. So I am also not in that category. Adi mtu akinitusi, I just sit back. But okay, there's that extent. Kuna mwingine anaweza kuja sana, you're like, no, I have to give you a piece of my mind. But most of the time, I am just quiet. One thing that I know I do, though, is revenge. It's not a thing I'm proud of, but it is what it is. I won't fight you, I won't insult you, but revenge, I'm not proud of it. First date depends with what date you're asking. I know what that person meant. So first date, I would say, was 2017 around my birthday. 2017, around my birthday. The next question was first sleepover. I have very strict parents na hawakuwa wananikubali niende sleepovers a lot. So the first sleepover I actually went to was after I was through with high school, and it was the month before I got into campus. So around April, it was around April. That was the first time I went for a sleepover to a friend's house. Na ilikuwa karibu sana. The next morning at around 8 nilikuwa kwetu. The next one was, when is the first time you kissed? The first time I kissed was 2014, I would say 2014. Yeah, because that is when I had my first boyfriend. By the way, there was such a question. Let me look for it. First boyfriend and when. So my first boyfriend was in 2014, and that was when I had my first kiss. Yeah. When was the first time you knew where babies came from? When was the first time you knew where babies came from? I would say class 6. See, class 6 ndio tulikuwa tunafunza hizi vitu za reproductive system. Hadi si class 6. I'm very sure I knew where babies come from before that. First time you kissed a guy, yeah, I have already answered that one. Sasa sijui kama ingine ilikuwa first time I've kissed a girl. We are not gonna answer that. First time you lost your virginity. Well, we are gonna skip that. First time I lost my virginity was... Ebu, we're going to skip that question. Yeah. First time you sneaked out of the house. Believe it or not, I have never sneaked out of the house. Mainly because I believe he uses to sneak out usiku. At night I can't. Not that I'm scared if my parents will find out of what, but I just can't get out of our gate. Whew. The next one was first breakup experience. First breakup experience was in Form 1 with that guy I was dating in 2014. He was in Form 4, I think. Something like that. So that is when we broke up. First celebrity crush. I don't remember. But so I had a cutout from a magazine of Kagwe Mungai, and I stuck it on my locker in Form 2. Oh my god. So first time you pierced your nose. So the first time, the only time, because I don't think I'll pierce again, when I got my piercing was actually on my 20th birthday, which was last month. First time you drove a car. First time I drove a car was 2014 again. 2014 I did a lot of things. First time you went to school. I was 3 years old. Yeah. First time you went to Dunda. So the first time I actually went to Dunda was after high school, which was around May, June last year. First time you got high. High on what? First time you thought about starting YouTube. I don't know if I've said this before, but the first time I thought about starting YouTube was in 2016 when I was in Form 2 because of Elodie's one. Yeah, I think I mentioned it somewhere. So I wanted to start YouTube, or I thought about starting YouTube when I was in Form 2. First time kulewad. First time I got drunk. I would say Form 4. I would actually say Form 4. Luckily that was not drunk. Hey, the first time I got drunk. First time you were cheated on. There's actually another question like that. First time you were cheated on and first time you cheated. Yani hawa watu wawili walikaa chini wakaona someone can cheat on me. Now I can cheat on someone. First time I was cheated on was actually last year, 2019. And first time I cheated, I have never cheated. First time you tried drugs. Can I just say I've never tried drugs? Is that allowed? Is that allowed? First friend you made in campus. The first friend I made in campus, her name is Yvonne. First time you tasted alcohol. First time you tasted alcohol was in Form 3. First time you reached home after curfew was in Form 4. I went out with a few of my friends. My curfew then was around 6 and I got home around 7:10 and I was in big trouble. First time you watched a video from iQuinix, what did you think? So this is actually from iQuinix. First time I watched your video was actually in school because you asked me to watch your video. Yeah, and I thought it was actually nice. He's all about car content. Please make sure you check his page out. This is going to be my last question. When was the first time you got comfortable around boys? So I would actually say that I've always been comfortable around boys. If I did not before, I don't remember, but for the longest time I have been comfortable around boys. I have never been like insecure or felt afraid about being around boys. Those are the questions you guys forwarded to me, and I enjoyed making this video, of course. And I will make a video for you guys very soon because I know I have been missing in action a lot and it doesn't feel good. Please make sure you watch out for my next video, which is going to be very soon, and I will get to see you there. So goodbye.